Hi, everybody. I had to go live through YouTube, so hopefully you guys will find me. Hope you can find me. Hope. Well, okay. We'll try this, and then I'm going to have to work on see what's going on StreamYard because I have a recording session with Lindsay at 11 o'clock. So, welcome to Hook and Stitch and Iron Style. I'm Antoinette, your hostess, coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, Canada, located in the Bay of Funding. I want to welcome all returning Fiverr family members, new Fiverr family members, and if it's your first time here and you love shenanigans because Monday morning, technical difficulties, then click subscribe, the bell, and all, and hopefully you'll get notified when I upload a video, have a live, or post on the community page. This is something new I'm trying, having my coffee in the morning, just for an hour or so, and whether I just craft and chat and everything else. So nobody here yet, and I hope everybody could find me that was in the chat. I hope, you know. Hi, Jeanette. Good morning. So I'm gonna have to work on it and see what's going on because, yeah, it's Monday. It's Monday morning. It really is Monday morning. So this is a new thing I'm trying on the channel. I'm just gonna do it once a week right now to see one with my schedule because I've got to schedule teaching classes and stuff, and I may have to fill in on the ferry for a little bit. But in the meantime, we'll still have our Sunday lives. But I'm going to try this, having coffee with you guys, just chatting, very lighthearted, very just, unplanned. I'll plan a craft or work on a project. Well, I just went live, Jeanette. I've got to go in and see what's going on with StreamYard. So I got to say, I'm gonna have to. I shut the computer off, restarted it, and I'm just gonna have to troubleshoot with StreamYard. So, anyways, what I'm gonna be doing, to start with, is I have these. This is my pile of mistakes from spinning. So the beauty of spinning that I've learned is that you don't waste any fiber. So I take this and I put it on my blending board and I brush it out. So this is the first time I'm doing it. I've watched a few videos doing it, and Dawn's going to get with me and we're going to retry me spinning. I've got my wheel set up here with fiber and stuff. Welcome in, Lisa. Good morning. Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. I normally do this on StreamYard. I've got a paid version of StreamYard, and yeah, we're having issues. So, and by the way, Lisa, I have you in queue to watch your video that you did yesterday. I'm going to watch that. So this is a blending board. I don't like this because it's too close. This is a blending board. These are the sticks that once I brush everything out, I roll the fiber on this and make up what's called a roll lag. So I'm sorry if I'm looking over here, here, and here because I'm a hot mess this morning. So what you do is here's my fiber. These are all my screw ups. Okay. Here's my fiber. So all I do is it's all twisted up. That's the problem we found that I have when I'm spinning is I twist everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this on the board and hopefully I can brush it out, brush all this out, and I've got to be able to pull it apart. So because when it twists up on itself like this, here's what happened when I was spinning. It twisted up on itself. So literally I have to get this all untangled because you should be able just to pull the fiber and it should just, well, that broke. It's supposed to just pull apart. Dawn told me do not waste any fiber. So that's part of what it is. I've got to literally pull this apart and be able to put it onto the board. So what are you guys doing this morning? I'm looking at the chat. My chat's over here, my camera's over here. What do I Well, Miss Pickle, I'm streaming right on on YouTube, not StreamYard. I've got to see troubleshoot with StreamYard what's going on with my StreamYard, especially since it's the paid version. So I'm just see if we can get some here. Okay, here's some here. And I just lay it on the board like this. Okay. But I think I'm going to have to untangle most of this here. Like I said, when you should have been here the night I started spinning this. I mean, today's going to be a day. Today's going to be a day of things. I have Lindsay had messaged me about her and I doing a recording. And it's going to be about the invisible seam technique that she has. She invented it for doing your shoulder seams. It involves using 3D PNs, and it's for the Almost Home sweater that I have on my list. I have all the yarn stuff pulled, although I pulled a couple colors last night of the same yarn. And I'm gonna, get her opinion on it. You guys pick the cream. I have to use a solid color. I can't use anything with a pattern because of the broken seed stitch, cables, and details in the sleeves and stuff. So I'm just gonna put this pile over here and put this up here instead of on my lap. And I will tell you, working with fiber, I have learned, public service announcement, have a wet washcloth, a wet piece of cloth by, because fiber goes everywhere. It's worse than the dog's hair. It's worse than the dog's hair. So yeah, so this is another test in patience. I call it frogging the fiber. It is, it's how we frog our stitches. I'm frogging fiber because I got it twisted up so bad. What time is on me? My crochet thing on. Boy, busy, 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 busy. Yeah, I'm really feeling good about the fact that I'm getting eventually in the next few months I should have all the whips done from 2025. All my whips will be done, because last year I really got crazy and I put a lot of big projects on the hooks and needles. Actually, we'll put this over here. That's something I can do. That's something I can do while I'm watching TV, huh? Put this here for now. I did bring a project in with me to work. Yeah, it's Monday morning. And I'm just now starting my second cup of coffee. But this is a new segment I'm going to try on the channel. Welcome in, sis. StreamYard is giving me issues. I don't know what's going on with it. I've got to find out. It's like it locked me out. I can't. I say add to stage, but it doesn't go up onto the screen. So I have no idea. I've got to find out what's going on. So what I did is I did bring this project in with me to work. Timu. Because this is the next one. This is the next one that's going to be done. If you look here, I have to get to 68 rows, and I'm on row 37. These are the sleeves of the Nordica sweater. So, and I'm doing both sleeves at one time. Yeah, sis, I had StreamYard scheduled, and I mean, I've got Lindsay scheduled so for 11 o'clock our time, and we're going to record. Yes, it passed us by. We had a lot of wind last night, but we got no snow. So that was a good thing, because I really wasn't in the mood to shovel any more snow. I'm shoveled out. But this is, yes, I can do 2 sleeves at a time, sis, but I'm not, my 2 socks at a time, where we haven't reached that point yet. But this is sleeves. So they're supposed to go to 17 inches. So if I don't have 17 inches, I just add a few rows because this here, I'm increasing all this. And once I finish increasing, if I have to add a few rows, I'll just follow. I think once I finish this, let me see what the pattern says. And this is a free pattern that you can get on Premier's website. It's specifically for the Nordica yarn. Okay. And once I finish this here, because what it tells you, it says work even in stockinette stitch, repeating the increase row every right side row 11 more times. Then you do it every fourth row 17 times, which is where I'm at. And then every sixth row, I don't have any more increases. And then you continue working in stockinette until it reaches 17 inches. So I have roughly 30 rows of the increases every fourth row. You KFB on the first stitch and KFB on the last, next to the last stitch. Hopefully I've been doing that right. No, you knit one KFB and then knit across last two stitches KFB, then knit, and you do that every fourth row. That's why I have again, I'm old school pencil and paper. Oh, just disregard Nightbot. There's none of that. There's none of that. Just disregard Nightbot. Just disregard them. Yeah, so I'll end up with 106 stitches. And I mean, if I look at this now, this is I like mine a little longer here. So I've got to here to go. Yeah, Terry, it's 5 a.m. Terry, where are you at, dear? 5 a.m. See, 5 a.m. You've got to be on the West Coast. You've got to be on the West Coast. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. So yeah, we just figure come on for an hour in the morning. Eventually, what I want to do is do it twice a week. Have the Sunday lives, but do this twice a week. And we can just get together. You guys want to chat about anything? Have any questions? Lindsay's excited about getting her computer fixed. She said she misses all of us. So I do want to say something. I watched a video this morning. If anybody is subscribed or watches Tess Loves Yarn, please keep her in your prayers. She is battling something very, very bad. Almost brought me to tears. Good morning, Scandalous Creations. Good morning, Sandra. So please keep her in your prayers. Send her healing, happy thoughts. If you subscribe to her or haven't watched her, it's called Tess Loves Yarn. Go over and watch it. She's a real sweetheart, and yeah, she's battling something very bad. So please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. It broke my heart this morning. Yeah, sis, did you get any snow? I was watching the storm like it was in and out last night. And this, unfortunately, I can't add. There's no panel on this. That's why I like StreamYard. I'll figure it out. I finish this here. I'll figure it out. I'm just checking here. I got a message. I just got to check it real quick. So what are you guys working on? I know Jeanette's working. She's got quite a few projects. What are you guys working on? What are you drinking? I'm just having coffee, my morning coffee, which I'll have to fill up again because I need to. This morning I'm gonna need 3 or 4 cups. I posted on the Yayas yesterday. I got a bug up my butt, and I made a pineapple upside down cake. I don't put the maraschino cherries because I don't like maraschino cherries on anything. I don't put them on my hams. When I was growing up, my mom had a cake business. She made wedding cakes. Good morning, Mama Swift. Good morning. And I cut up Literally, my fingers were dyed red for probably most of my teenage years. Cut up so many maraschino cherries for the wedding cakes when she was making them because between them. Oh, okay. I'll see here. Alright, I'm gonna share this, sis. This is a sis sent me this picture. Um, it was taken in the wee hours. Kinda looks creepy. Yes, I do, Lisa. Same here. I actually have a paper right here. I had wrote these down. I forget where I was at when I wrote I think I was at work, and I wrote these down. I was just sitting there thinking, um, okay. 2 of these got frogged because I went into a fr I went like I said, I'm in purging mode. I went into frogging mode. Um, the the 2 top one here, these blankets, they're in there, but they're on hold. The teardrop blanket I started 3 years ago. Excuse me, it's a Mary Maxim kit. It's got 128 teardrop motifs made with 2 different kinds of yarn. Then they all have to be assembled in a very particular way, but it's a beautiful blanket. It's done in Mary Maxim Prism. I'm on the Nordica sweater. My fisherman sweater's over there. I got lost in my knitting. Well, last night was the snow. Tonight, last night and tonight is the blue snow moon. I saw that. So actually, I have got quite a lot from 16 last year. I had on my list of whips. That's what I'm down to, and some of it in between. I've done umpteen small projects. You guys have seen Amy, and I mean, and gloves and hats and scrunchies and dishcloths. I do a lot of small projects, which is something I may be doing. Maybe we can do it together. Some morning we get together. We'll start a dishcloth. What is Shubin? What is that, Jeanette? Welcome in, Winter. Welcome in, dear. You want to see some gorgeous mosaic overlay mosaic crochet work? Winter tests a lot for this one designer, and she does beautiful mosaic. And I think Winter, you are designing mosaic overlay mosaic, aren't you? Oh, groundhog. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen what Punk's Tawny Phil has done yet. Yeah, I've seen them Winter on Instagram. I always, heart you there. She's got beautiful overlay mosaic. Winter, just so you know, here on the channel, the 2026 is the year of mosaic, knitting, crocheting, all kind of color work. So you fit right in here. Okay, Winter, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Um, so yeah, Monday morning I'm all over the place. Okay, I'll check it out, Winter. Winter has, if you want to drop your channel, just type the word drop and Nightbutt will drop your channel link. Go check these people out. If you're not, it's free to subscribe. It's something you like, then check it out. And I always say when you're going to check somebody's channel out, keep judgment out of it. If you like their content, subscribe. If not, that's okay too. But um, I don't judge anybody. You live your life, I live my life. Keep it positive. Winter is from Quebec. I can tell by her accent. My French is terrible, so I'm glad she does it in English. So, welcome in, Zara, welcome in. Okay, yeah, Zara, it's look, everybody just coming in. I had the schedule on StreamYard. I tried 3 times. Um, I went live, but somehow I said add to stage. I was put but I didn't come up on the stage. It was just my overlay. I for some reason, it kept so I've gotta get with StreamYard and find out what the heck's going on. Um, again, I have scheduled, the recording session that I'm gonna do with Lindsay on the invisible seam for the Almost Home sweater. And by the way, guys, don't forget, I know I have a lot of knitters in here. Um, use the codes. Go support Lindsay, buy her patterns. She's got all different kinds of patterns in there and great pattern support. I mean, she will get on and do a face-to-face video with you if you're having issues. And you get 20% off for the entire year. And she's got some apparently she's got some really uh great designs coming out this year. So yeah, so I'm excited to see. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. So what are we doing here? Okay, I'm knitting. This is just a knit round. I am going to put once I finish this here, I am going to put my Clover Takumi interchangeable knitting set up for sale. And it's going to be $100. It's a $250 set. Plus, I also bought extra cords, and I bought the connectors where you can join cords together. But they're beautiful needles. I love working with them. But I got my Likies now, and I really like my Likies. I'll show you the set. This is the case they come in. This was the very first set I bought. Okay, and she bought an extra set. It comes with an extra set of tips that I bought. You have two. I bought an extra set of 5mm US size 8. Okay. There we go. I get confused. And it comes with, I bought extra cords for it. And this is all original packaging. All of the cords. And then here I have the connector. And the cords are, now I put mine into hot water when I go to use them because I have to use them while they relax. They do have some memory, but they attach by if you look here, you can see like a little lock washer on there, and it just screws in this way. And it's seamless. Okay, that is really good. The only thing is because of the way I knit, I have a bad habit. I twist my needles, and I'm working on it. Okay, I mean, it gets the job done, but every once in a while, it would loosen off on me. But it's because of the way I knit. Kathy told me she was watching how I knit, and it's just the way I knit. I have a habit of spinning my needles. And this comes with 16-inch, two 16-inch cords, a 24s, 24-inch, a 29-inch, a 36-inch, and a 48-inch. Plus, I bought extra cord and the connectors and the extra set of 5mm tips. I don't need all these needles. I don't even know what this is here. And I still have the silicone bag that came in it. It's still in there. So like I said, it has the extra set. I'm going to show you the size needles. Like I said, I want to finish Nordica, or I might just transfer Nordica over to, I know you're not supposed to change needle sizes, but I might just change Nordica over to my Likies. As long as it's not the same size as Almost Home. And you can see they're beautiful needles. I mean, they're beautiful needles. I just don't need all these sets of needles. So they're going to be 100 Canadian plus shipping, whatever that is. So there it's out, and it comes in a nice faux leather case. Unfortunately, like Chiago gives you the extra room for these. I'm gonna stick these here. There's not extra, so I just kind of stick them in there, but I'm just gonna stick these in here. And so I don't need them. So I'm gonna sell them. Like I said, it's a $250 set. Go on Amazon, check it out. You can check it out. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. Zara, okay, Zara. I will put you down. Okay, they're sold. Zara's got them. So Zara, let me switch my needles over, and I'll email you, or we'll messenger and talk about it. But yes, so they're sold. They're Zara's. Sold. See, that's the thing. People have been asking, why haven't I had another stash sale? And the simple fact is, it's the shipping. Nobody wants to pay the shipping. Okay. All the stash sales I've had in the past, I made a little money, not much. Because we all know what yarn costs. Yes, I always get my yarn at good prices, and you guys have been watching. I haven't been buying yarn. I had yarn I was going to get from Dawn for my airbender sweater, but I can't. There's reasons, but I can't. So I had to rein in. I had to rein in the wallet. Okay, and that's why I haven't had a stash sale. It's not to say that I haven't been yarn coming out of my stash, because I've been sending people yarn and giving people yarn. I've got a bag going up to a lady up the road here. She's on a fixed income, and she loves to knit. She likes worsted weight yarn. So I put a bag together for her. I've given her a tote full of yarn. See, yeah. So, and the thing is, I sent Zara a package, and it was small enough that I could do what's called small packet air. And she gets it in 6 to 10 days, and she did get it. A lot of times, if it's a big package, because of the cost, it goes regular surface instead of airmail. And Zara will tell you, it could take up to 2 months for her to get it. Most times she's got it in 4 weeks. I don't think she's had too many packages take that long. There, so she got it in 12 days. So and I can do that with small packets. A lot of the happy mail that I'm doing, whether it's a gift away prize or I'm sending somebody something, are going to be smaller packages. I bought some smaller, like, bubble bags. Um, the other bags I have, if I can put, like, maybe a hank of yarn in it or something like that, and a few other things, I'll do that. But as far as the big packages, other than I've got, like, my Happy Mail Advent and, my Yarn Swap partner and stuff like that, I have really reduced my shipping costs, because going through, because I'm getting ready to do taxes, going through my expenses for the year, when you're spending upwards of $250 plus a month on shipping alone, the channel's not making that. Okay. The income that the channel gets is from super chats and super stickers and the memberships. The memberships pay for the StreamYard, and the super stickers and super chats, 75% of that goes back to you guys, whether it's in patterns, monetary prizes, and the rest goes to shipping. I don't make anything on it. And God bless you all for, let me put this down before I lose my place. That those are watching. We are very close to the 4,000. I've got to maintain it. That's why I'm trying to get better at content. There's no sense me posting something if there's not going to be any substance to the content. Okay. Um, so I don't want to do that. When the weather gets nicer, we're going back outside because I'm getting better at using my DJ Osmos Action Pro 5 cam, whatever it's called, my action cam. I'm getting better at using it. And there's gonna be footage in the pool underwater with the dogs because I've got the waterproof case for it. So we're gonna have some fun with the girls underwater. So stuff like that will be coming in the summer. As we're putting the solar panels on, I'm gonna get some footage of that. Let me see where. Welcome in, Arrow Lover. Welcome in, dear. I think I got everybody yesterday that won the prizes. I think I got everybody. Marlene sent me her pattern. I'm gonna send it to her this morning. Tracy is Tracy's getting a surprise gift. Hers is a mystery. I've got to do that yet. So, yeah. So, and again, I try to keep up pretty good on my emails and stuff. But again, back to content. Yeah, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. So that's why I had to change the way things are. I've been doing this. My 7-year anniversary is coming up in August, and I get why aren't you bigger? Blah blah blah. It is what it is, and I like the fact that I'm not this 10,000 subscribers because mine's a fiber family. Because I like the fact that I can interact with everybody. I can answer comments. I don't want anybody to feel like they're lost in the shuffle. And a lot of times when I watch or comment on a big channel, I feel lost in the shuffle. So I quit commenting. I just quit commenting. If I have a question, I ask a question and never gets answered. So I try to answer questions that come here because I read every comment. Yeah. Uh, you know, and that's why I ask you guys, that's why I'm trying to come up with new content. You guys like the tutorials. My lady there, I just got to hook up into the ROM, but I've been trying to get, through Amy and stuff, but I've got to set to record the video. Anybody that records tutorials, it is a long process by the time you record the tutorial and do the editing. Now, I don't do all of the editing that I edit just for time. Like if I have a long, uh, quiet clip, I delete that. But I leave my mistakes in. I show you how I fix my mistakes. You get it in real time as I'm doing it. Because to me, when I watch a tutorial and they show it perfect every time, it's not perfect. Even a prolific knitter. Lindsay tells me all the time, she frogs so much. We all make mistakes. Things happen. Stitches drop. You forget completely a whole row, stuff like that. I want to show you guys that if I'm going to show you something, just like when I teach first aid, I spent big money on my ACTARs, $7,000. ACTARs are the CPR dummies. Mine have feedback. In other words, there's lights. You have to do the right depth, right depth, right rhythm, and recoil, and get green across the board. That's what you need to pass my course. Because if I'm going to teach a life-saving skill, I want to know that they can do it. Or what am I doing here? It's the same thing when I'm not quite as dramatic when I'm doing a tutorial. But if I'm trying to teach you guys something, I want to, and again, there may be other ways of doing it. I teach you the way I do it. I want to be able to say, hey, man, here we go. Here's a mistake. Well, let's fix this mistake. And that's what we do. I've shown drop stitches. I've shown reversed cables and how. The one thing that I've got to get in a better habit of, though, lifelines. They are vital in your knitting, particularly lace and cables. Let me go over here and see what's going on here. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah. Mrs. Pickle, I have my membership in. If you go into the description box, there is a Ko-fi link. It's at ko-fi.com/Antoinette 0234. and there is a membership there. I do my memberships through there, um, and I've been doing memberships through there even before I got monetized. It's the Island Yarnies. There you go. It's already just dropped the link. It's $3 Canadian a month, is the minimum. I have some people that send more, some people do 3, and it reoccurs every month. I have a few perks for my members. Usually I send out a welcome something, whether it's digital or in the mail. You get double entries on the super chat wheel, and you always get double entries. I'm trying to have a members only live. Um, I've just got to work with times. So I said, I'm doing this in the morning. I may do a second one of these in the evening so those that are on the other side of the world can join. To do a members only, I want to do it so as many members as can come. YouTube takes 30 some percent, 40%, whatever, of the memberships that you do on the channel. I am eligible for memberships on the channel. I just chose not to do that, and I kept mine as Ko-fi. The okay, let me see. Let me check here. I'm just gonna just bear with me here. I've gotta go up here. And we're gonna do this. And I chose to do it that way because um YouTube gets enough of of the money you guys give to the channel. So this multiple verification, honest to heavens. Everything's double and triple uh verification now. I don't need that. Okay. So we're going to okay, members. Okay. I'm looking to see. No, Zara, she's not a member on Ko-fi. She has there's membership. I've got 15 active members, and let me go to my members list here. Okay, yeah, no, she's not on here. She's not on as a member, but because I have my list here of members. We have Cherry Reynolds, Denise Lee, Arrow Lover, Di, Michi, Melanie, Demetra, Denise E, our Hot Mess Express, Miss Sharon, Christine is crocheting, Chatteling Makes Lorraine, Knitting Perp, and I have a private one, and Sis. So those are our members. So thank you. Yeah, I mean, it helps. Look, the members, I keep looking over here. I need to look at my camera. I'm looking at you guys. I want to look at you guys. Hello? No, I'm not going to get that close. You don't need to see this that close in the morning, but I have to look over here for my chat. And then I come back over here. I'll have to put a camera here too. I have one over here, but it's got to go over there. The members, the memberships pay for the paid version of StreamYard. Because, do you see me? No problem, Zara. No problem, dear. So that's what it is. And that's why, the money, once you reach full monetization, but here's the thing, to maintain your full monetization, Your people have to watch your videos, you know? That's the thing. Once I reach the 4,000 hours, it's over 12 months. And as we've talked about in the past, uh, hold on. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Zara. She phenomenal moderator. She's Zara's on top. I'm telling you. Moderator extraordinaire. So, where was I at? So, I totally lost track of my I totally lost track of where I'm at. Oh my god. Don't get old, guys. Don't get old. Actually, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be 65 in April. But for 65, you know what? My brain still works pretty good. I still got a pretty good memory. I do fine. I can still whip off, math in my head. When I'm playing poker and she's trying to figure out the pot, bang, 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 I get in there. How do you do that? Numbers are my thing. I love numbers. Numbers are consistent. Um, okay, Miss Pickle, hold on. Everybody welcome Ginger, aka Mrs. Pickle, as an island yarny. Mrs. Pickle, I will be look for something either in your email or in the mail as you're welcome for being an island yarny. I always send out a little something welcome pack, a little something. And it'll probably be a little physical prize, little box, but it has some things that are special to my members. Okay. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the Island Yarnies. So now when you go on the wheel, you'll get double entries. So, um, so that's why, it all goes back into the channel. I've paid for all of my giveaways with donations coming in from Sis and some other content creators have donated for prizes and stuff like that. Majority of what I do is right out of my stash, out of my pocket. And it's because I love what I do and I want to share. And I like making people happy. I like sending things to people. But sometimes you got to pull the reins in for a little while. And that's what I got to do right now. I'm getting the solar panels on the house in a month or two. That's a big thing. Um, but I did check next March, my car is paid off. Woohoo! It is paid off next March. That means I have no car payment, and I have the pickup and I have my car. They should do me till I leave this world, or as people have been saying, I'm unalive. Um, we all know I've got plenty of yarn, and I've got my tools. And I get little gadgets now and then, like this. Yes, I've got lots of gadgets, but maybe sometime this year we'll do a stash buster sale. We'll see where the shipping goes, and you've got tariffs, tariffs into the States, tariffs into Canada, tariffs into India. Yes, I am, Miss Lisa. April 17th, I will be 65 years old. Thank you, Zara. Look, um, I'm here for as long, and none of us know how long we're here for. Tomorrow is a hard day for me. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Warren's passing. It will be 3 years, and I've been dreaming a lot about him, and it's so real. It is so real. I wake up crying. So, you lose your best friend, you lose your right arm. And it's been 3 years, and I've heard from people, "Well, it's time to move on." Guess what? Lose your soulmate, and then you tell me it's time to move on. I will always grieve him. I miss him every day, as well as my son. His birthday is a couple weeks after that. So, and I don't do this for sympathy. It's life. It's the cycle of life. Sometimes it gets cut short, but I have them here always. They're with me. I feel them. So, let's get on the happy stuff here. Yeah, we're here like I said, I'm going to do this for about an hour, a couple times a week, once in the evening or yeah, early evening and once in the morning. For now, just to start and to see how it works. I mean, yeah, exactly, Jeanette. Exactly. Yeah, you don't move on. I mean, he's here. He's up there. He's here. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa, drop your channel. You want some laughs? Go watch Lisa's crochet, especially when she's doing a live with Cindy the Crocheter. They are quite funny. Quite funny. Welcome in, Jennifer. Okay, welcome in, dear. Well, be careful going home. So, yeah, I mean, look, I just did a massive clean out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I just did a massive clean out. Um, Anything toxic is off, gone, bye, see ya. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Go check Lisa out. Go check Winter out. Go check Zara out. Go check all the ladies that dropped their links here. Mama Swift. Gosh, who else is here? Oh, is he? Okay. Go check them out. I mean, I do. I get a tickle when I watch Lisa. Lisa, I you make me laugh when you start laughing and you start snorting. That cracks me up. It just cracks me up. I mean, she has a good time. She has a good time. Her and Cindy have a good time. I remember when Lisa first started her channel. Okay, I remember when she first started channel. I've been watching her since way back when she first started her channel. Okay, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. So go check her out if you haven't. Again, I've subscribed to some new channels, and I like to support the smaller channels. Okay, I'm a little channel, and I like to support the smaller channels because you know what? Um, just because you're small doesn't mean you're not mighty. We can connect. We have a beautiful fiber family here through the Yayas, through the Island Yarnies, and through the channel. We have a phenomenal fiber family. Very positive, very supportive, very lots of inspiration, sharing, giving, loving community. And I am blessed to have this kind of a community. You guys have been with me almost 7 years. Some of you from the very beginning. I mean, that's how Sis and I met, this channel. Zara came in not too long afterwards. I've got some people here that have been with me almost from the very first day. August of 2019 is when I started this. And I can say that my video quality has gotten better. Audio quality has gotten better. If you want something funny to go back and check out some of my very first lives before Elon came into my life and gave me Starlink. I'm every day I'm so thankful I have Starlink. I really am. Because I live so rural. Yep. Yeah, Zara, exactly. My head was cut off. You saw me from here up. I was using my old camcorder. It's the same. It was the same as this, but this is a newer one, and I use this for tutorials. Um, whoops, because actually I can use that as a webcam if I want to get a cam link and hook it in. But I've got two webcams. I've got this. I've got Obi soon. Obi right now is sleeping because I've got to reposition him because I want to be able to on StreamYard. I have the ability to use two cameras because I have the paid membership. I mean, I could use two cameras on the free one, but it's you got to send it to your phone. I don't, and then have something to hold your phone. And yeah, no, it don't work. So I want to be able to when I'm doing StreamYard to do that little thing where you got the picture in the corner and you can see my hands. Make my again, exactly, Jeanette. Do you know how many suggestions and tips and tricks that I have gotten from from the fiber family? Phenomenal. In fact, I started Mosaic. Courtney from Fiberfox Studios has a channel, and she used to be a member, but life happens and some things going on. She's supposed to be coming back to YouTube eventually, but right now she's taking some time. She's the one. She was my very first member, and then Sis, and she's the one that got me doing overlay mosaic. I got obsessed with it. I bought almost all her patterns, and she kept sending me free patterns, told me quit buying them. I said, "No." So I'd buy them and I'd give them away. But she got me an overlay mosaic. Ladybird got me into beading, and then Lynn's beading and crochet. Then Lynn's got me into beading and knitting. So that's one of the great things here. Now when we have the Discord community, and again, I try to get I mean, you're talking, I'm trying to manage Discord, YouTube, Instagram, and yayas. Instagram, I don't do a whole lot with. I post here and there. I just don't do a lot on Instagram. And then Sis got me into amigurumi. Yeah, so, that's one of the great things. Um, I can't believe how many people are doing the yarn swap. Everybody's excited about doing the yarn swap. Awesome. My partner got in touch with me last night. I got in touch with her, and I'm gonna start pulling. And, um, I will say Deb is, um, I think she's a yaya. Anyways, Deb Dow she's Canadian, makes awesome project bags. I've gotta get some way to reach her. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, my dear. Welcome in. So, you know, just ignore Nightbot. There's no goal. There's no nothing. That's just for the Sunday lives. Um, well, I'm having trouble with StreamYard all of a sudden. But so that's fine. And again, I get a lot I want more content with the dogs. I wanted to get some footage of them out in the snow, but they weren't being cooperative. We were out there shoveling. I put the footage up of Barb and I get digging out from day 2 of the storms, and then they wouldn't go outside. They wouldn't cooperate. They didn't like the noise of the electric powered snow shovel Barb was using. So I do footage in the summertime, and the only place we don't let them in the yard unless I have them on leash because they can't be off leash because I have 2 idiots. They run right to the road. They're idiots. God love them. As smart as golden retrievers are, these 2, thick, stubborn, obstinate. So that's what it is. I miss having Sis up on panel, which, like I said, as soon as I get off here, I have an hour before I have to go on. Now, Lindsay will record, but I got to find out what's going on with the StreamYard. I've got to find out what's going on because it's being icky. It's being icky. Well, let's finish. I don't like being in the middle of a row. So we'll finish this row. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I have to make a call because I have to schedule a class. I actually got our local grocery store, 2 stores, one here, one in St. Andrews, to teach their employees first aid. So it's like 15 students from the first store, and the second one we haven't talked about yet. Well, they're on the mainland, so I found a place to book. They pay for it. I paid for it originally, and then they're billed for it when I send them their invoice. Um, I have to call and book my date. Full moon. Yeah, this it is fun. So, because I'm going to have their class. It's a 1-day class and 15 students, but that means packing up all my gear, loading the pickup up, catching the ferry, going to the mainland, setting up, then tear everything down, pack up the pickup again, and back to the island. But it's good money, and I enjoy it. And it's good repeat business. I'm I've figured about what I have an interview next week on the 12th as a casual bus driver. Now, all I got all I've got to do is get my hours in and I get full-time status as far as hours go, which means benefits and all that stuff. So that's good. Takes me into my retirement. Um, I really did want to semi retire in April. Maybe things will work out. God has a way of showing the way. We understood it. We understood it, Jeanette. So everybody laughs. I knit I knit 3 different ways, okay? I knit English style, okay? I can knit English style. Then there's a way here, and this is the way I see everybody here on the island knit. They literally hold the yarn and their needle like this. Oops, and they knit like it's hard. It's hard to, and they knit like this. My friend Kathy, that's how she knits. Okay, and I can also continental knit. I can my pearls are really crappy, but I can. Can you see? I can continental knit also, and a lot of times I'll do this if my right hand's getting tired. I pull my stitch off without doing it. The thing with this is, I got to make sure I keep my tension even. I have a tendency when I'm continental, my stitches get too tight, as opposed to the the English style. There goes. Drop a stitch, Antoinette. Drop a stitch. Oh, you are a ding dong sometimes, woman. But so I do all three. English, like, yeah, I watched I used to watch Stacy from Very Pink Knits. I can no longer in conscious um promote her channel. And it's we don't talk about it here, but she did something that totally when I go to a channel, it's for knitting or crochet or for, positivity. Jeanette, there's different ways. I've watched different ways. I've actually watched the purling done a few different ways. But I'll tell you, most crocheters that go into knitting, it just comes natural for them because for crochet, we hold the yarn in our left hand. Although I've seen a few people that actually do it in their right hand, and I don't for the life of me don't know how they do it. Okay, again, and I notice most, and again, Jennifer, tell me if this is thing. I see most people from Europe, UK, and that knit continental, and then I see the English done. And again, I taught myself how to knit from a book. There was no such thing as the internet back then. Okay. There was I mean, if you saw my early knitting and I gave the book to somebody, learn how to knit. I gave it to somebody. I'd had that book since I was in nurses training, 1979. And again, all you can do is keep trying. We got a beep here. Um again, just like with me meeting with Lindsay today. I spent last year, I can't, just like I ripped out my sideways shawl brioche. I'll tackle that later this year. I want to do the almost home sweater slash vest. She has an ebook where you get both vest or and the sweater, but you can't use your discount code on that. But you can get almost home standalone. Use your 20% Gracie and Kiva or Yaya's to get you 20% off Lindsay's patterns. So, but that's I just keep trying. Good morning, Kendall. Welcome in there. Good morning. How are you feeling this morning, Kendall? Are you getting your rest? You taking care of yourself? Um, and I just keep trying. Look, Darlene will tell you, last 2 years ago, 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, when I started Solar Flare, it was in June. 2 weeks it took me just to get started because I had to do a pinwheel, pinhole, either way, cast on. 2 weeks. um, he says that's what I like about StreamYard. I can Show uh, dog Gail, did you get Kendall, did you get Gail's email? That's exactly what to do, Jeanette. Positive. Hey, look, I positively, PAW, no, I positively try to keep my life positive. I literally, I don't let negativity in. Sometimes it tries to creep in there and I find myself struggling. Then I just give myself a little slap upside the head. Not really, but figuratively, and snap myself out of it because life's too short. Okay. It takes more energy to be negative than it does positive. It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. So work smarter, not harder. Welcome in, Lacey. Shalom. Welcome in, Midnight Moon Crochet. It's the first time you're new. Well, welcome. Welcome. Glad to have you. Yes. I always, when I get off a stream, I just do a little thoughts to keep my fiber family healthy, happy, and having a good life. Just keep you in my prayers. Jeanette, it's very true. Lacey, I'm 60. I know you just turned 65. I'm 65 in April. Look, you lose a child, you lose a spouse. Our parents we expect, but you lose somebody before their time. It just shows you how short life is. And the one thing Warren did ask me, we had the talk, was when he was gone to continue to live life. It took me about a year. I was kinda numb for a year. I just was working all the time. I did come back on here because I needed you guys, but it wasn't until I come back from Australia. Australia gave me a chance to focus and center and get my head together. He promised me I would live life, and that's what I'm trying to do. A lot of things I do in his memory. I don't stop talking about him because you don't stop talking about somebody just because they're gone. You don't. I talk about I'm sitting there, I get pictures come up in my memory, my 2 precious, Bella and Valeria. Early in the channel, they were with me when I very first started. I had Bella and Valeria, my pit bull and my whippet. Um, that's awesome. That's awesome. Bring it on, bring it on. No, loving it. Again, the thing is too with, like, Zara, what time is it where you're at now, dear? I think she's 9 hours ahead of me. So it'd be around supper time, late afternoon? Okay, so good. Exactly, Kendall, exactly. Um, there are times, and literally, 'cause when I had been MIA because I was at the hospital with Warren, and when I the day I got the diagnosis, I put a small short video out. I went to my car because my whole world just came right out from underneath me, and I said I would be gone for a while. I didn't know when I'd come back because I was bringing him home, and I was gonna be with him right to the last breath, which I was. But after he passed away, I found I needed the connection. I needed the connection. Don't get me wrong, he passed away 2:45 AM Friday morning, February 3rd. That Saturday, I went to poker, not because I wanted to play cards, but I needed to be around people that I felt safe with. And nobody judged, nobody asked, just they were just there. They were just there. The unspoken word, the unspoken gesture meant more than any kind of words people could give me. Exactly, midnight. Um, but so I came back on here. It was a little rough. My content wasn't it took me a while to get my balance and stuff, but I've moved forward. He knows how much I love doing this, and he was a big encourager of mine. He bought me my first set of choggers. Gift certificate, "Here, go buy some wool." Everything was wool to him. Um, but that's how much you guys mean to me. I love my fiber family. Look, we don't all agree and think the same way. That's boring. We have difference of opinions on yarn, on hooks, needles, life. But that doesn't mean that we can't agree to disagree and just be family. Thank you, Minnie. Yeah, Warren's 3 years tomorrow, and my son's birthday is March 9th, and it would have been his 46th birthday, or excuse me, 44th birthday. His brother is 46. So, and people say, "Well, why don't you grieve?" Because I had a friend tell me this. If I grieve, that means they're gone. But if I don't, they're just away working. That's how I deal with it. That's how I keep from falling apart. Yeah, Mama Swift, it is. And Mama Swift, I know you've been through it too. You lose your you losses. I mean, I lost both my parents. They're both gone. I took care of them both till they passed away. Um, but my husband and my son were the hardest. So I figure um, I'm pretty strong. My sister then loses her son, and she completely fell apart, and I couldn't be there for her because it was during the big. So see, my face gets me through it. You'll be 46. Wow, you're as old as my oldest son. Midnight. Yes, it is, Mama Swift. Yes, it is. It is very personal. But I'll tell you, this fiber family. There was a handful of people that continually every day, whether it was a message, an email, something that literally the thread that I was hanging on to my sanity. It kept me. It was a lifeline. It was a lifeline. And the thing is, my knitting and crocheting. You guys are gonna laugh at this, but a lot of it. I mean, I always love it. I knit and crochet every day. When I didn't knit and crochet, hubby would say, "What's the matter?" So I knit and crochet every day. If I don't knit and crochet it every day, I am mega sick or something's going on and I need to slap myself out of it, get myself bootstraps and go forward. And that's where you guys are great. So that's why I thought these morning coffee chat crafts, I mean, I didn't get much done because that takes attention. And I want to be able to look at you guys, look at the chat and talk to you guys, and it's actually I'm going to try something here that may be a little. Yes, this will work out better, I think. Yes. Okay. I moved it onto the other screen, the left screen, which is that's my left. You're right. Because the webcam's here. I try. I've had some people say you're not looking at us. I know I'm trying, but I'm looking into my camera. Exactly, Jeanette. Exactly. Well, midnight. You're very welcome here down, and that's what we look. Midnight. Check out the Facebook group. It's a private group. It's the same kind of group. It's the Yarny Yayas. We have a Discord group for the channel. Check it out. Um, my wonderful moderator, Zara, the extraordinaire. She'll drop you the links for the Yayas. I can Yeah, we have regular. I can, if you message me on Messenger, I can send you the link to Discord, unless you already have a Discord ID, and just message me on Messenger, and I can get you I'll give you the link to the Hook and Stitch in Discord. There's another one that is just for the yarnies, and Mrs. Pickle, I will get that to you too because you are now an Island Yarny, so you can be in that Discord group too. You're welcome. Look, through fiber, we can make this world a better place. That's how I look at it. Acts of kindness. I think it's Jaxie that does that. Acts of kindness. What is a Yarny? An Island Yarny is the channel membership. I do mine through Ko-Fi because that way YouTube doesn't get all the money. I get the money. I pay they on Ko-Fi. The only thing taken out is the PayPal fee or the Stripe fee, and then that's what pays for this for StreamYard, which we're not on StreamYard today. Normally we are. Have technical issues this morning. It also pays to help with shipping when we do prizes. Exactly, Jeanette, one stitch at a time. All these places are very safe places where you can share. We share our makes. We share new grandbabies or new job. Everything in all the social platforms associated with this channel is a positive space. Okay. The only thing that I really haven't done a whole lot with, and it's Instagram. There is a Hook and Stitch in Instagram, but I don't use it a lot. I think there's so much going on. Like right up here in the corner, I actually can see right up here on my other screen. There's the Discord. Okay, the Discord is up. So I'm trying to get. I've been trying to get better. I always look. I heart. I check. I answer on whether it's YouTube or the yayas. I try to get into a lot of times I come in and say, "Hey, good morning." I see Gail is on Discord now, and I can there. I just answer good morning. So, in between, I'll come in here and sit. Like I said, I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end this shortly because I have to. Oh, good. I don't sleep either, but I have over 200 pounds of dog on me. I do get up in the middle of the night and I can't come into my craft room because Barb's room's right across from me. I don't want to bother her. And little sister sends me on Discord. But so look for these coffee, craft, and chat in the evening. It may be a spot of tea, craft and chat. And go on this journey with me. Welcome to all the new members. Welcome to the new Fiber family members, Island Yarnies, all of that. And you guys can just go ahead and chit chat with each other on this Discord. The yes, post your makes. And I'll tell you what, the new thing that on that I love on YouTube, the community page is when you go on, there's a community something, but you can post your pictures of your makes and stuff like that. Love you too, Trish. I'm sending you a big hug, girl. I know. I will email you and tell you. I don't want to say it on here. Well, Jennifer, ours is pretty simple. Like I'm right here in the morning. Lacey Lavender, good morning. Gail, good morning. It's this and it's there. Now, because when I open my computer, it's up in the corner. There's a little Discord guy. I use mine on my computer, not my phone. Okay. And we set up the two. And I'm still learning this. Thank you, Midnight. I'm still learning this Discord thing. Okay. Bear with me. I'm not technologically stupid, but I'm also not an expert. I can usually figure things out, but it usually takes me twice as long. So come and join me. I'm going to go work on the StreamYard thing before I have the recording with Lindsay. And I've got to get all my stuff together so her and I can do it. But I will post for later on in the week um, a later in the day one, or message me, put a thing in the comments if, you prefer what time of the day. See if we can get a general time of the day is a good day for everybody for us to get together and do this for an hour in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. We have our lives on Sunday, 12 to 2. That doesn't change too often, but still roughly in that same time. So let me know. Okay. So listen, guys, have a great day. If you're watching the replay, you see this lovely group of people, come and join us because there's a lot of love in this community, a lot of positivity, and a lot of support and inspiration. A lot. It's a great community. So I hope wherever you're at, you're staying safe, you're healthy, you're happy, doing what it is that makes you happy. And remember, hug, smiles, and happiness, pass it on. Make this world a better place each and every day. Be the light in somebody's dark day. I love you guys. Mwah. I'll see you in the next live, the next video, the next tutorial. Who knows? Or I'll see you in somebody else's live. Have a great day, and I love you guys. And thank you, and thanks for helping me deal with this crazy, uh, this crazy technical difficulties we're having today. So I'll see you later on. Here's bye for now.